you. Thank you, Cinderin. You're the real hero of the stream. I almost canceled because I was feeling pretty tired this morning, but you know what? I think we'll have some fun, and it'll be a good day. So yeah, I feel like it's been forever. Apologies for missing last week. I ended up going to a comedy show with my wife, which was a lot of fun. But hey Augustus, and hey Ginevra, nice games earlier. I'm losing all my Eternal games, which is definitely a little bit sad. Okay, let's go and look at... Oh, I don't know why those should not be on the front page. They're not that good. Okay. So let's... Actually, we're starting... Whoops-a-daisy, that was the wrong button. Hey, Ixaron. Let's go to always be running, and let's do some looking at worlds, right? That's what I want to start with. It's just playing some world stacks. I've heard a lot of talk about mulch, and I want to see what it looks like. I also want to try Essa and probably Sable Carnage. So we've got a lot of things to try out. We'll also look at Sokka's Hoshiko, though it's not one I'm like super excited to go right away. Oh goodness, 1 second. Gotta see if I can ban this guy from my phone. Let's see if I can get to my stream manager, chat. Oh, that's annoying. I can't do it from here. Ixaron, I did not. I ended up, I was not anticipating being head of OP, so I ended up just not really having time for that project, which is a bummer. I definitely want to come back to it. I think it'd be a very fun thing to finish, but it's just like I've got 1,000,001 things I gotta sort out, and that one kind of unfortunately hit the back burner for a bit. What am I looking up for? Oh right, I'm trying to get to my Twitch so I can delete stuff.
Just kidding, they would never.
Oh goodness, what the heck are you doing, computer? Oh, and now you're gonna play me on that screen too. Okay. There's really no way to do it through the OBS thing. Maybe there is. Let's see, where's my... Ah, here we are. Okay. Let's see. Okay, apologies for doing stream maintenance there. Maybe I should make one of y'all a mod so you can do this for me. But no, let's see. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff. So I've played... Actually, I haven't played any Table Carnage. It's interesting. I've played some Kennel at my local meetups, and it feels fine. It doesn't feel nearly as unfair to me as Table Carnage. It's just like playing a very fair game with Amani Sanai. And, yeah. Let's see. Where... Yeah, mulch. Seen a lot of talk. We'll have to see how it actually goes. I should look at this Facet Ob. I haven't really... looked at it too seriously. And Jackmade, I know he's been tweaking this. I think. So yeah, we'll run through some of these. What is this? This is What is this list? That's Fan's asset. Okay, facet. Okay, got it. Okay, sorry. I'm just reading this description, which is, you know, riveting television. Okay, so yeah, there's been someone in my local meta playing this list, I guess. I don't know if they're on wage workers, so that might be a big enough upgrade. I feel like there's some issues with this list, but I think it's a very, like, it beat me the first time I played, and then it had I don't think it won the second time. I don't think it won either of the next 2 times I played against it. Okay, but let's start with Sable Carnage. I don't play enough Crim, so we should play some more Crim. That's what everyone wants. I think this list is pretty good. Oh, let's do a login. Cool. That's definitely not me. No one saw anything there. Well, time to make a new Smurf, I guess. Now let's go get my actual login information. Let's see. But yeah, I hope everyone's been doing well. It's been a little quiet post-Worlds, but you're going to start hearing a lot more from OP in the near future. In fact, there's 2 articles in the hopper, so to speak. Let's Techie.net format. Copy. New runner deck. Oh, I guess I could have... Wait, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Cancel. Import. Great. Let's see. I'm going to do the dumb thing and say, hey, is chat still working? Hey, Fixby. Perfect timing for that. Hope everyone's having a good evening. What are people... I was on a little bit earlier today, and there was a lot of games going on at like 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. It was like 20-something games, and 16 still pretty good. So, like, it seems like a lot of people are playing at the moment, which is pretty cool. Yeah, UK Nats is coming up. That's definitely a thing. But it's cool to see like people going forward. Oh my goodness. Oh, is my mom? I cleaned my desk today. Nope. Okay, it's actually just screwed up the chat window. UK Nats is 1 week from today. I would assume it'd be 1 week from tomorrow, Rob, wouldn't it? Or does it? I guess it starts on Friday, like all events. Oh, and I'm in the wrong. I should be in. Oh, here. Let's do it. Maybe we'll try it. Oh, you know what? I need to try something after this. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh my goodness, I forget where I go. Let's see. I think this is a bad opening hand. Though, like, Paladin, Bravado, Class Act is pretty good. Yeah, I think this may be okay. Nope, my face definitely can't go there. Maybe we'll try over here. That's maybe okay. Okay, I think we just click on Bravado. Very hard for us to get super punished here. Yep. So I think I want to go Paladin, Class Act, Wake, and end the turn. I think Echelon can go on the bottom here. Because the rest of this is actually very nice tech. Dave's is on 5 credits. It's going to try and push the remote. Has to ice up HQ here. I guess it doesn't have to. But I think gets very punished if he doesn't. I could look at the inside job. I don't think I want to. I think what I want to do is something like run HQ, see if I can get a res out of here. If I can get days down to... Okay. So... It's not worth me spending the resources quite this way yet. Ooh, this is fine, though. Well, this is actually a little awkward. I'm gonna go laundry to run archives, which is unfortunate. And then bravado R&D. Okay. Going into 1 credit tells me that this isn't an agenda, which is very good. At some point, next time a card goes in server 1, I'm probably just going to throw an inside job at it, now that my money's stabilized. And I really want to get a breaker. Let's just keep drawing. I haven't even looked at my mark yet, which is a little bit silly of me. Maybe I'm supposed to inside job here, but I don't feel like I am. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not. Okay. Because what my play is like inside job server 1, and then after I get border controlled, I then install Boomer. Oh, it is an agenda. Okay. Tatu Bola. I don't mind my opponent going to 0. I lost nothing of terribly significant value. Which of these do I value more here? Probably the Hermes. We're going to run and try and overwhelm this Jackson Howard here, I think. Or Spin Doctor, not Jackson Howard. Let's draw again. Oh, I should, you know, do the stuff that make my deck work. We'll run archives to gain 2 credits, and then we'll do this. You know what? Let's just go and get our... No, let's actually get do I get Amaku or do I get Capoeira? I think I get Capoeira. Because I have the Boomerang, I think it's okay. Because I'm guaranteed to be able to get Capoeira value here. And my opponent is pretty much stuck at 0 credits for a long time here. I think my turn ends up looking something like install Hermes, Bravado HQ, run server 1. With the goal basically being at 0 credits, their threats are pretty small. I think they were supposed to just let me have the R&D access on 2 turns ago, or still not score the Azef, I guess. And like try and be in a better economic position when they go for that score. But it looks like Dave's is playing Jackmate's list. Maybe they're not. Okay, once again, we get a free run on Archive, so let's take it. Let's go to server 1 first here. I'm actually costing myself a credit this way if they do things correctly. They should actually fire the border control before I pass, I think, but I think not many people know about that window. Okay. So now... Yeah, I think now I have to do this because this is Screaming Rashida. No way. Wow. Okay, well, I feel correct about not getting the Amakua. The naked Rashida is something else. Wow. Man, I would have minded the other way around. I mean, since it wouldn't be an Angelique because this list doesn't really have a way to kill, and going for a kill is pretty actively bad for the deck, I think. Like, this is the thing where it's like, this is a debate I have with people all the time of like when you should and shouldn't be respecting snare and stuff. It's like, there's people I know that are like, oh, you should put snare in every deck because sometimes it wins games. And it's like, yeah, but most of the time it's not going to win you a game, and then it's just a card that you're spending a lot of influence and stuff on. And it's like, yeah, I'm not expecting Angelique in this style of op. This is, I think, almost exactly Jackmate's list here. And it's like, every card here is like is linear with the game plan. There's probably a world where I do lose to a fast advanced Azef there off the Rashida, and I just get absolutely crushed. But I'd rather take that chance. Tattered Bola gets trashed. Getting another ice wall. Okay, let's go draw first here. Okay, that feels good. Let's draw again. We'll run R&D because it costs us a credit. Let's run archives here. Opponent's probably a little flooded. And I don't really actually want to lose my companion here. So we're just going to draw again, I think. Oh, twinning's great. It probably sets up for like a twinning boomerang on each. Okay. Let's see. So I'd love a R&D mark here, I think. Because I think I just kind of have to go boomerang, or maybe it's install twinning. Install boomerang using the paladin credits. Make a run. So if this is border control, that's okay. So we're gonna fully break border control. We'll break boomerang. We lose the boomerang here. Okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna run archives to make some money. And then we're going to, I think, pinhole this. Can I afford to go down to one card in hand? Probably not, right? I was thinking about calibration and pinhole testing. I don't think I actually want to here. Because I don't think it actually does much. Oh, it totally does because it trashes the Tucana. Yep, that's just a much... I forgot about the Tucana fetch, yeah. Yeah, that just cost me the game for no reason. Yeah, I can just trash that Cali testing. Yeah, that's just a silly mistake to make. I was feeling that it's like, oh yeah, it's up. Of course, calibration testing is in there for a reason. I was like, my worry was, and the reason I didn't go for that line was, if this is on a Zeph protocol and I pinhole trash the calibration testing, I die to a Zeph protocol in a bunch of ways, including this just being an Zeph protocol. So like this is a slightly safer line in that respect. But this is going to be an Atlas with 2 counters. And a Tucana trigger. Ooh, okay. Well, I get Deuce now. That's good. Yeah, I'll just run HQ a couple. I think I'll run HQ twice here, because it's free. Waken Plant, Slash and Burn. There's no unrest cards, that's a bummer. We're gonna run HQ again. Oh, I kind of need some way to beat the Thimble Rig, don't I? So we really need to draw here. And last click we'll throw down the Daily Cast for free. I missed there was a Slash and Burn in Archives here. Wow, that's funny. Opponent can't quite win here. I did not realize I went for a Slash and Burn to get on a Zeph. That's supposed to be 2... Wow, I'm really not paying attention here. They used an Atlas count on a Spin Doctor, which I don't think I mind. Okay, so we're going to go draw. Unity is perfect here. Okay, do I pinhole or do I just run Archives? I guess I just run Archives. No, I pinhole because that takes out the Tucana. No, I don't. I just run Archives because of the mark. Okay. The second time I've had this thing, yeah. Clearly I'm playing at my peak game right now. So I think my turn looks something like... Okay, my opponent also forgot about the Slash and Burn, or is just their hand is just full of agendas. I think I'm gonna draw, and then we're just gonna doof because my opponent can't actually do anything from 0 credits, and there's no way to duck the doof here. And so now next turn I can go install Unity, run R&D, and just rip because I will have 5 additional accesses on HQ. And if I whiff on that somehow, then we have to make new plans. So I could actually just rip 3 and then try and seek the hand. Let's do 3 from Wake. Do we do 0 from 20? No, let's just do 2. Any steal wins us the game, right? So... Okay, I thought any steal won us the game. I was, in fact, incorrect. So I get a little punished there. Do I want to draw or do I want econ here? I think I want draw more. So we're going to go run HQ. We'll fully break the ice wall here. Biobands, let's draw 2 cards. Install a card from our grip, costing 1 less. Okay. Okay, so I wish I had a way to boost on corpse turn here, but I don't. Okay. We're just gonna run HQ and try and see 2. Because that's really how we lose. Oh. Let's not do that. Let's, you know, spend the Chesv counter to get the twinning. There it is. Alright. GG. Yeah, managing your money as op is really hard in these crim matchups. Definitely the one doof pulling big weight here. I think, is that the only doof in the deck, or is he on... Oh no, he went to all 3. Okay. There was a lot of debate about if you should be on 0, 2, or 3 diversions of funds. Yeah, so that's maybe a thing you have to keep in mind against op at all times. You can't go down to 1, which is a bit of a bummer, but... Let's do another with this. I've been playing basically this, but in Xayah, and it's just so much fun. Like, just being like, I'm gonna multi-access and make money doing so is such a fun little mini game. I should put YouTube/Twitch. Most of my viewers are on YouTube according to the YouTube bots. Though who knows? Maybe YouTube is lying to me. I'll get everyone who's in YouTube and Twitch just say a little here so I can see who's actually here. JK. But yeah, I don't know. Crim multi-access is a lot of fun. Let's see if I have my list saved anywhere. Doesn't look like I do. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. What was I thinking? Yeah, but it's like you take, where is it? Oh, I just closed Cable Carnage, right? It's like, what did I change? I think I just played, no, this is, I basically actually, no, I took this list, I think I cut the diversion of funds and the info bounties, and then and I think I cut the flip switch for a third Hermes, and just played this out of Xayah, and like, it's just gas. It's so much fun. Like, if you haven't played some like all gas Crim, it's really worth doing. And I think it's super cool that like it's a really viable. No, Eric's list is very, or I don't know which Eric you mean, like Canister's list? Oh no, like Eric's list. Yes, you mean Whiteblade. Yes, Eric's list. Yeah, I got that idea from Eric basically, and it was just like it's a ton of fun. Hey, Baran Wu. Oh, my opponent never selected a deck. What? Okay. Oh, because you want to run, so. I'm sorry I've missed your last couple of streams, Bob, but glad to say that you've been more consistent than I have, and that you got your CBI invite. That was sick. I need to go back and watch those games. Actually, let's quickly take a look at it. Let's take a break from Worlds for a second, and go and look at the accelerated meta test. What were you playing? Oh, you didn't claim your decks yet. You didn't claim your decks yet. Gotta tell me what you ran, because I can't watch VODs on stream. Maybe I should. That would be fun sometime, maybe. But Yeah, I also... they're published, just not claimed. Oh, okay. Are they? I don't... Oh, deck lists. Okay, do we have Balramu? Mulch 1.0. Ah, mulch would do about nothing. Oh, okay, you were also doing mulch, right? Okay. Should I play mulch 1.0 or Balramu's mulch, but instead of the world's mulch? Taking all suggestions. Hey, Lazy. Oh, it's been a bit... I don't know if I remember seeing you come by before, but thanks for swinging by and chatting. I think this is a bad opening hand, because we have no econ. Hey, Andre, thanks for coming by. So I like only saw a tiny bit of your stream because I've been just... I stayed up too late. I've been absolutely exhausted. Oh, this is a known troll. Oh, was this the guy that people were complaining about? Okay, we'll find out. Let's run server 1. Alright, just doing that at the wrong time. That's fine. Nope, you can have that. I think Earthrise matters more to me this turn. Next turn I can always do gamble casts. Okay, so I think it's Hermes. We'll get our free click on R&D, or gamble, free click on R&D. Server 5. Okay. So it's this deck. So 3 and 4, but I think I'm probably okay for a minute here. Oh, that's sick with that Valramu. What are you, is it like target marketing stuff, or are you like just out rushing it? Okay, Jet's really quite warning me quite a bit, so I don't know. Okay, let's start with our diversion here so that they probably, I mean, they should res to dodge here. I don't think I want to run through a VSA though. Oh, running a last click behold here is fine. Last click Scion's not great. So I don't trash this. So server 7. So server 3 and 4 are unknown. Wow, they held on Rashida. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, so at some point I need to get my twinning engine down to probably just try and push a win if I don't find my other stuff, and we're gonna have to listen, I really need to try that I gotta remember to do it at the end of the stream or something. So 3, 8, 9, 10. Farts Hotel, daily casts. Okay. Let's do server 9 first. Yeah, I can afford to not to take some tags here because I'm probably going after a couple things. Okay, that's all 3 regoliths. do I think that they're actually... With one Reaper down, I probably don't need to be that scared here. So I think it might actually be a good time to get the class act down. Yeah, because now I can get Amakua and start farming things. And info bounty to get some money, clickless money going. So we don't know servers 3 or 8, right? Okay, no action. Bologna can stay. Is it time for the bravado on R&D? Maybe it is, because I have the click to go here. Yep. Well, that's what I was worried it would be. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so this is probably the turn where we lost the game. This is where I really wish I had another class act installed. So I'm dead to Mindscaping and to the line. They haven't drawn that many cards, so it's not terrible odds that I'm alive. Is Ari washed now? No, I've been playing Ari all week. Like, I think Ari's fine. I think here's the thing, right? Sable Carnage is great. Hoshiko is pretty good. Don't know whether it's mulch or reg. My suspicion is it's reg, not mulch. And Ari is still very, very fiddly. Like, I think very solid, but very fiddly. I'm just gonna run HQ, get 2 credits, and clear tags here, I think. Okay. Actually quite good for me. And I can share, like, the extracts list from Worlds is really solid. I would make some changes to it, and I have made some changes to it. I can maybe show I'll talk about those after this game, I think. Okay, we'll run HQ here. There is a Jackson on the board. Right. I'm like 90% sure there's a Jackson on the board. Right? Spin Doctor from server 1. I mean, there has to be, right? But yeah, I mean, we take the shot, right? Oh. GG. Okay, well, you know, undefeated Sable Carnage against NEH. Okay, we're gonna leave before anything weird happens there. Hey, Cat. I want to play more Ari because there's got these sick SMC alts. That's great, Cinder. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. One, these deck boxes are sick. You should bug well, actually bug no one. You should bug your world's attendee and ask them how much they'll pay to part with them. And then also, big shoutouts to Orbital Tangent. Oh, this is the problem with acrylics, right? Is that okay? My face is wide enough that you can kind of see that. This is Arasana. Very fun. Orbital Tangent, courtesy of me, original artist Mean Lady made that. It was quite good. Oh yeah, we can do a cam full screen. Hold on. There we go. So it's not a tiny, tiny little artifact. We got this guy. Okay, let's see what else I'm trying to think. Did I pick up any other arts that are in this deck? I didn't, though I forgot how good this Mimic looks. If you're not... It's funny. The Mimic has been a lot of fun. Okay, let's go over to deck building. Let's go over to... Okay, we're going to talk... Let's look at these mulches. I'm going to go to my Ari real quick and show you what I've been doing. I actually just published this so I could claim it on NRDB. I think this list is actually pretty solid. Oh yeah, the mat is good. Speaking of which, I think I owe the mat to a couple of people. We're in the process of sorting that out, as well as Continental's prices. I know everyone would have loved to have them a while ago, but sometimes when leadership is transitioning, things just take some time. So, but I think we've got some. So, Solomir, I would love to get a second Q loop in, and I think the cuts. This is basically. So, things I feel pretty confident in are you want asset tech so you don't just completely die to every single NEH draw, and you have a couple of draws against NEH that keep you in the game. And then I think not running Slap Vandal is just madness. Like, I know there are corps that can deal with Slap Vandal, and make it not that worth it, but there's so many situations where this says 3 credits because you SMC, install it, pay a credit, and it just, like, 3 credits to beat the corp is just nuts. Yeah, I'm also on 2 SMC. Pichasau was really good. I haven't played it in quite a while. I think it's important for your NBN, your, like, Reality Plus style matchups. Yeah, Cinderin. I think, like, maybe it's a playstyle thing, but I just found without Slap Vandal, I felt so, I felt so vulnerable in the early game where I just couldn't afford to interact, and Slap Vandal just affords a lot of interaction that no other card in Shaper does right now. I really think I actually think 3 Dirty Laundry, 3 Creative Commission is still correct over Sure Gamble. Now, should this Stone Ship chart room be a Sure Gamble? Probably. But the Stone Ship chart room was like a compromise. This is draw, and it lets me put a 3rd NEH tech card in the list. Yeah, Solomir, I played a couple games of Aeneas Arasana, and I felt like it took my slow setup time and made it even slower. Like, Aeneas Conduit is really fun when it gets rolling, but just felt like in the asset matchups where I really wanted the Aeneas down, I couldn't get it down in time. Like, it just, I couldn't draw fast enough to get the Aeneas down to then get me the credits to stay in the game. And so it felt like there was this odd fork, and maybe it's a playstyle thing for me. And so I was like, I'd rather have a 1 credit click for 10. Wheels is a little bit dicier. It does make the 1 of Deep Dive a little more consistent. Yeah, Ian, I would if you could give me Street Peddler back, this deck would be the sickest thing. especially because you'd be triggering the lily pad consistently every turn. Maybe I should just build Eternal Arasana and just, like, do value nonsense. So, Andre, the reason I went off of Gachapon was I needed... Gachapon was really handy against Glacier decks, right? It was just... Gachapon was basically a value piece and a slight accelerant. The thing that I was finding when I fired Gachapon is if you look at the cards that Gachapon can actually install, it's only your programs. Like, you have no resources that you want to install consistently, and what I was finding was I couldn't fire it super early, because if I just fired it early without an environmental testing down, it was pretty rough. Times I would just pull 6 cards and whiff with no relevant cards from my board state. But Prognostic Q-Loop, like, the amount of times I'm able to set up my turn sequence to get, like, there've been so many games where I've gone, okay, it's program Diesel, so I get to use Q-Loop, put the program down, draw me the Diesel, and play it. Or I know, oh, it's Diesel program, okay, so I'm going to draw, then use my Q-Loop, then use my Diesel, and so I get 4 cards through the deck in one click, and Gachapon doesn't set up that way. Q-Loop is definitely better, but I feel like the 3x Gachapons accelerate the environmental testing so hard. It does, and I think if you told me that NEH was leaving the meta completely, I would go right back to it. I would swap these Miss Bones, Wheels, and Biobands back to Gachapons. Because I think Gachapon is really good, but the deck needs to survive asset matchups. And so, like, this list shifted a lot, right? Biobands is asset tech because it's speed and draw and trashing. And then Wheels and Bones are obviously asset tech. Mimic is your HB tech. It's funny. Hush is nuts, but also because there's so little ice around, it's maybe an influence that you could find to get the 3rd Biobands in. Did I ever try Bankroll or Crim Econ consoles? I haven't tried Crim Econ consoles. Bankroll I thought was 3 influence. No, it's only 2. You could give it a shot. I guess my thinking is, yeah, like, Lilypad is secretly, like, I see people playing not that many copies of Lilypad, and, like, there's definitely been games where I draw 2 Lilypads before I draw Econ, and I'm, like, super, super sad. But there's so many games where I'm like, okay, once I get my Lilypad down, like, you can't slow me down anymore. Lilypad isn't amazing into NEH, right? Yes, 100%. If I'm trying to build a runner that's optimized against NEH, I'm not going to play Arasana. Play Wheels, Petty Shaver, and pretend it's Eternal with Desperado. Yeah. The other thing I will say is Lilypad actually requires them to have a lot of kill package to land. They need to have Reaper Function, End the Line, and Mindscaping all to line up, because you can always simulchip to go up to 6. I mean, we can definitely look at Penny Shaver Arasana. I think one of the challenges is you actually don't want to be running, or even Paragon is probably the way you want to go. Okay, how can I turn down the music to just my headphones again? I think it's that. Okay. It's a sick track, but it is screaming in my ears. What about -1 Hush, -1 Bones, +1 Imp? So I think that's an interesting idea. The reason, and, like, maybe that's correct, but the reason I don't love it is, even though you can tutor the imp, it's not that trashing one card is impossible. It's that you need to be able to trash like a bunch of cards all in one turn. Because trashing one card a turn against NEH is setting yourself up for huge disappointment. Now, maybe it's correct because what you can actually do is target the end of the lines, and that's actually what the imp does. Maybe that's the right way to go. I could definitely... It's definitely an interesting idea. I'm not going to try it out because I want to play other people's decks today. But Andre asked about this, and Andre gets, as my wife started calling him the king of Netrunner, he gets the response. Okay, so we got mulch from mulch. Okay, that's pretty good, Byron. I missed this earlier. Okay, I don't want to play this because Andre played it first at Worlds. This is just okay. Yeah, this is no nonsense Hoshiko, just good efficiency. Yeah, imp on assets that cost isn't valuable. Snipe the kill is definitely the way to go. I guess it's the like, can I afford to get snipe the kill? But maybe. Okay, we'll play this mulch. I think the interaction I was missing was Audrey Simulchip Cookbook, so that you didn't get locked out by my virus. I think that makes the list quite interesting. And I should probably look at the list a little bit. Look at the write-up a little bit. I was just going to try and play it and learn it that way without reading a write-up, because reading's for suckers. That'll just be nice. Okay, blah blah blah. Very nice stuff. Mulch. Alright, we're gonna leave so he gets the point. Switch. Honor. Okay. Where are we? Here we are. Mulch. Deck guide. Deck philosophy. Synergistic package. Cookbook, Simulchip, Knob Curry, Fermenter, Audrey, Conduit, Simulchip, Mill quickly, Recur Simulchips, yep. Designed to respond, yep. Reposition Botuli and Conduit, yep. Very complex when it comes to dealing with ice, aka put Botulus on everything. Oh hey, it's 7. This hand feels bad, but let's look, because from what I remember, this list doesn't play any gambles, so maybe it's okay. What are our turn 1 econs? Jesus, this list. Okay, I guess this is fine. No, this has 2 cards I want, maybe 3, but none of them are early tempo. Lego equals keep. Okay, I'll believe you. Oh, let's zoom back in. Oh, maybe not that much, though. Maybe that's a little too much. That seems fine. Man, how does this list survive against Op, then? I don't understand. I don't understand the kids these days. Okay, so this is this silly your digital life list. Okay. Do I just run R&D? No, I want to be drawing here. Oh, thank you. There we go. Your out plan is mostly simulclock. Yeah, I struggle to believe that that's going to be consistent at. I mean, it probably is, right? You guys have some good op players and tested against them. But I don't know. I see lots of ways where it can go wrong. Okay, so I feel like it's just run at server 1 here. They gotta spend, and like, yes, money still matters. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts quite a bit. Well, we gotta get this down, and I think all of these cards are good. We'll drop the cleaver. Off-world office. Never stop officing. Let's run HQ here. We need to get all of our draw here. Another Mick. Okay. I guess we'll just get the cookbook down because we gotta do it at some point. Yeah, I know. Cookbook for measure last turn would have been fantastic, but no installs in server 1. That's very good for us, I think, as the slower deck of the two. I think with 1 Poemu credit, we can maybe it's credit just so if I hit the Knobkery. Okay, we got Leech, Simulchip, and Revolver. It's the Simulchip, right? Maybe it's the Leech, but I think it's the Simulchip. We'll just run HQ here. Hedge fund. We'll just install the next Simulchip as well. Next turn we'll probably start off with a Steelskin Scarring. I really want them to install in server 1 so I can mill a Botulus here, I think. Did not mill a Botulus. Did mill a Dirty Laundry, which is pretty good. Conduit's not great. It's okay, but it's not great. Here we go. Here's some good gassy boy. Now, that said, 1 Audrey counter is worth nothing here. I don't think we're playing this Conduit, so I think I'm supposed to just be doing this. Is it the pinhole? Maybe it's the pinhole. Yeah, this feels okay. I think it's the Audrey. Maybe it's supposed to be the Audrey. Okay, what do I want back here? Probably the price and the price, right? Yeah, maybe it is supposed to be the Audrey as I think about it a bit more. Oh, it was Rashida, so I should have pinholed it. Well, I just read that as an agenda 100%. Okay, so we get off, do we want pinhole for the Manic Armor and other upgrades? Yeah, we do. And I think there's probably only 1, so I probably just completely screwed the deck over. Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, no, we've got labor rights. We're fine. Oh, and we get the Botulus in the bin here. That's very good, I think. Yeah, pinhole for the upgrades would be good. We have Light the Fire as well. Oh, sick. Sick, sick, sick. We got all the toys in the world. Oh, okay. We don't have all the money in the world anymore, though. Okay, so I think it might be install Audrey, place a virus counter. Oh, I was supposed to do it that way. It's just a price first. I actually really want the raindrops cut stone here, I think. Do I do it on HQ? I think so. I could click the fermenter for 2 credits, but I think that's alright. Is there a window for the corp to purge after my start a turn fermenter tick? Yes, there is. So I could be a polite person and give them that window back. I think I'm just moshing away this card, so I actually think I maybe give them Strike Fund Steel Skin. Here, I think that feels fine. Okay, which of these cards do I want to keep in my hand? Probably the Botulus. I guess maybe I'm not supposed to have used that Audrey counter. I see why this is very Hive Mind Maxi, and I'm playing it a little too aggro, I think. So I need to play this Steel Skin here to stay in tempo with the game. Though if this isn't an agenda, then I'm fine. No, it isn't an agenda, okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, it's the midnight. Oh. So I'm dead in 2 turns if I don't steal the... whatchamacallit. So I think what I might do... Simul chip the Botulus onto here. Oh. Yep, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm such a fool. Oh, okay, well, Imp is good here. So it's Audrey, Imp. Oh, insufficient programs? No, we're going to click. This. Now we run HQ. Yeah, the pause after they play the first seamless joy to see if it's 7 or 3 extra clicks. That's true too. We can draw at any time here, so I don't particularly care. What do I want? I want... We've got draw coming in next turn. So actually we can maybe... Well, we can still mosh anyway. I actually think I don't really want to hit the mix, so we'll do that. So we get another shot at this hand, and we have Clot. We'll have a Botulus we don't mind expending. 17 credits here, so we're... Or not 17 credits yet, so we're okay. Light the Fire feels pretty good here. Light the Fire feels sick nasty here. Yeah, light the fire is just straight gas here. I think what I'm going to do is... This is the start of my turn. Or during their turn. Okay. Do I go for the very greedy play? Probably not, right? I think it's this. I think it's I give up Clot Threat if I go for the Simulchip line, but I don't have the MU, so I think it's just this. Oh, I don't. You give it up. Okay, I see how I don't give it up. That's not great for me. Because I have to break 5 of the 6 subroutines here. So I just have to figure out what the right way to do this is. Assuming I even can. Not sure I can. I can bounce Audrey on the second. Oh yeah, that is exactly enough to do it. Yep. Okay, great. That works. Let's reset it. And they don't actually have a window to interact with me here. Or I can do this in the paid ability window. Oh, I guess actually he can blow up both MICs here to win the game. So it actually doesn't work anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna click short. No, Resmavirus and I'm fine. For a multiplicity of reasons, not the least of which Light the Fire would mean it has no text. But also, Light the Fire means I wouldn't access it. Let's go. Actually, that draw there is freaking amazing. I just can't really. Can I get the road? Yeah, I can actually. I can get the remote real hard. Okay. Okay, Knobkery here. Choose 2 cards in the heap. I think it's... There's no fast advance threat, so I actually think it's Steel Skin here. The Imp, the too big to fail. Then we're gonna run server 1 so that I can do this on 5 credits. If this is Ikawa and Managarm, that's enough to stop me. And maybe that would be a reason to actually save the Imp. I don't know why they didn't double Mick last turn. Maybe they just had a 4-2. They also might have just missed the double Mick. No, but they fired 1 Mick. You don't miss that. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be the Ikoa, isn't it? No, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we see our first labor rights. Actually, at the time you want to see your first labor rights, so that's a huge blessing for us. Is it that much harder? I run HQ, click 1. Then I run the remote, click 2. Yeah, I mean it is definitely harder as I think about loud through that plan. I think Sid is actually supposed to shuffle back with the Spin Doctor preemptively there. Just so that he actually is more likely to draw a winning agenda. What 1 credit econ do I have? I could do the simulchip thing, but I think I can actually labor rights for that instead. So it might be time... Do I only have 1 strike fund in the bin? That's unfortunate. Okay. What do I want here? Maybe it's just fermenter. Seems okay. It's going to be a bit slow, but... Imping a Rashida sucks, but we're gonna do it. Then I'm gonna click for a credit here, I think. Oh, that is true that labor rights is gonna hit too. You know what? That's a better click then. Strike fund. Strike fund. So the last card in our deck is a labor rights, right? Are there 2 labor rights or 3? 2 labor rights. Okay, never mind. So it probably... This actually feels like a time where we might want this. So actually, we're going to put back the pinhole threading. That seems quite good. Let's put back the labor rights. Let's put back the... Strike fund. And that's also true, Shen. There was no point clicking for a credit there. Drawing a card would still be better. This might be one of the few turns where I don't want to use Lago Piranha Shelter. Piranha? Piranha was just like what I must have heard it at some point, but I don't think that's actually how you should say that at all. Paranoia? I don't know. Anyway. What makes a deck a mulch? Spark Sign, it's derived from this deck. I would say, looking at this, the thing that make this a mulch deck is probably going to be the Knobkery, the Simulchip, the Cookbook, and some combination of Audrey and Botulus as your Piranwa? Okay, maybe I did hear it from you, Andre, because you actually looked at the pronunciation guide and did your homework. And of course, this is named... This, like most Netrunner decks, is named for an entirely different game, which makes it a little bit frustrating. Lego and the price. Yeah, you're right. The price, I think, is essential. It's the Lego. That really makes the mulch deck. I'm glad we were coming up with different answers to what defines a true mulch. Also, it's great to see that I can miss a couple weeks, be super inconsistent, and still have 40 people coming out. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's real great to see so many people coming out. I hope you all are enjoying the stream. And enjoying, like, honestly, like, this has been such a fun meta. It's one of my favorites, I think. So I'm glad to see so many people out here and hopefully enjoying. Okay, so I 50-50 the pinhole here, right? No, actually, I guess I don't, right? Because this is probably a second spin doctor. So it's probably spin doctor shuffle. Yeah, basically I have a lot of options to just draw it. And I don't need to 50-50. Because I can go draw, click 1 if I miss it, so I have like a 2/3 chance of winning here. Draw. Fudge. Because I need to run... Yeah, because... Oof. Okay, well this is the punishment then. Just imp the seamless. Well, is there a line where I just... run at the Mick this click? Couldn't I have just run click 1? Yes, I could have just run click 1. You're right, Cold Lava. I think the line of like not spending 2 clicks is much easier. Yeah, I can just get into the remote and into the agenda though. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here now. I think yeah. I can also get it on this click, and it's not that different of a pattern for me. Because this actually gets me to 5. I'm keeping the buzzsaw because I actually really do want the buzzsaw here. Oh, actually, I'm going to Knob Kari the Imp rather than Simulchip it here. Imp, pay 3 to trash. Oh, that said, maybe I'm supposed to drop the buzzsaw in the bin so I can actually use the Simulchip here. That's actually maybe more correct as I think about this line a bit more, though. Shent, there is no window for the corp to... so Ian, it's... If I can get the one of Leech down as well, it's much cheaper. And that's kind of my thinking. Okay, so I'm going to use the Simulchip here. Let's get... Do I actually just want to get the Leech back? Because I could go, like... I've got all the programs I need, I think. Okay. Do I do this, or do I just go for the Botulus and try and snipe an agenda out of HQ? Or put the Botulus here. Place a virus counter. Start my turn. Hoshiko! Oh, Hoshiko, you jerk. Credit, run. And I can't do it. But we just imp it again. So we just run click 1. Okay. Yeah, we even raindrops cut stone it. Yeah, infinite simulchips does feel very max. Like, this does have a lot of similar. I think the biggest thing to me is like this, at least this draw, and maybe this is me not playing it correctly, feels much slower than Hive Mind Max. Not super unsurprisingly. We'll steal, we'll imp. I even have a click here. Well, we can actually trash the shelter if we need to. Does this want to interact sooner than max, or did I just run too much? Install fermenter? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Ian. Wonder if I'm being too aggressive. This deck runs poor, huh? I mean, like, this deck runs no money in it, which is okay. So now we get to do a little bit of fun stuff. Opponent went up to 17 here. We're gonna go labor rights and go simulchip, simulchip, simulchip. Here we go. We definitely do need to transition over real breakers, purely because I've run out of cards. But I think we get a single out of HQ here. Maybe we don't get a single out of HQ here. Okay, we're just going to snipe the agenda, though. Choose 2 cards in the heap. What do we want? Let's get 2 good strike boys. Imp. Oh my goodness, we're fucking gods. Let's go. There's no way this deck has 2 of them, right? Maybe I'm supposed to actually throw away a simulchip here just to make sure. It's only 2 face-up points. Oh, actually, they're not on 17 anymore, so it doesn't even matter. Sick. Okay, so we just go... We just draw here. Yeah. I think there's an argument for hitting the fermenter here. No, I think we hit the fermenter next turn. There's an Ikoa in Archive, so I'm just trying to find 2 points. I love the late game mulch starts to click, pop off. I love the not quite sure what you mean. I love when mulch starts to click and the late game pops off, maybe. Let's click the fermenter this turn. Now we'll run HQ. Let's just actually go and get this bad boy out now. Where are you, Buzzsaw? You know what? Should we just do the whole shebang this turn? So I have the other one in hand. So... yeah, I think we do just go all in here. I don't want to run archives till I have to, because I do lose virus counters that way. And we are going to eventually run out of Simul chips, so we got quite a few more to do. Okay, a second one. That's why my opponent was playing pretty confident. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of what I was finding when you got to the max late game, is that Imp, all of the corpse ways to win was just stronger than actually playing Conduit. Oh, it is free. That's true. Barangu. Yeah, it's 1 credit cheaper, so it goes from 1 credit to 0 credits. It's like I'm playing Yogg for real. Okay, and the Botulus is what's going to go if it needs to. We probably just run HQ twice this turn for 2 credits. This is where we do wish we could turn off Hoshiko. R&D is looking very thin. Yeah, it is. And we could definitely go after R&D as well. Like, we just need to touch on agenda to win the game here. Actually, am I supposed to be recurring? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't really recur good stuff here. I'll just recur 2 raindrops, I guess.
And now, broadcasting live from our near-Earth hub studio, we bring you
Leech, Nakuri goes
special
on.
report.
No sure grumbles. I once again forgot to use it to break the keeper, but no, because we can just go back. Credit. If they're on 3 freaking big deals, they're just a god gamer. Oh, yeah, never mind, this is fine. Okay, this time we do have to try and get in and snipe it, I guess. We can't actually get the laundry. Yeah, we can just still clot the last one. That's totally true as well. Like, there's nothing stopping us from doing that still, so. Maybe there's an argument. No, because raindrops can't draw me any cards, so there's no point in doing any optimization there. Man, Audrey's such a fun card. I'm glad someone found a way to make it work. Nope, don't feel like spending all my money on that. I forget that we have Clot in Anarch, okay? Okay, so either there's a lot of points in the bin, which is honestly seeming pretty likely right now. But running the bin also feels very bad here. Oh, that's true too. Okay, I guess my question is, like, I get that, chat, you guys are correcting my play here. What are the odds it matters? 'Cause I also, like, I can never get this laundry back. Because they just, like, strike fund laundry I could get, but they... I guess that's actually maybe the get. But... I guess I can just raindrops, raindrops. We'll imp that. We'll go back into HQ. We'll go... Bing. Bing. Like, I actually don't know that I actually think I'm more likely to lose right now because I'm using up Audrey counters as I think about this. But you know what? It's fine. We've got 2 simul chips. Like, our outs here are massive. The only reason I don't really want to run R&D is if they have a second virus and I just like faceplant into it. I'm a little bit annoyed. I guess, though, I can just start running. Can we count influence? We know there's a too big to fail, 2 your digital lives. Oh, okay. They're just trying to close out the game, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too big to fail is 4. Like, there's a lot of influence on spent here. Single card in the remote, though, is not super threatening. Okay. I really want to run HQ to get another Audrey counter. There's some annoying stuff potentially on server 1 here. Yeah, I feel like border controls actually make things tricky for me. 2BC and Ikwa and the remote is safe. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like credits are my actually more plentiful resource here. Yeah, I made a mistake earlier by showing a strike fund. How many mix in the bin? 2 mix in the bin. This doesn't matter too much, I think. I'm kind of forced to trash whatever card is here. Now we raindrops cut stone server 1. I have access to things. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna do it this way. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. And we have a plan for this being an Ikoa. which is a weird-ass plan. And it's something I probably should have at the start of the turn. Oh, resetting Imp also makes some sense. I was going to just trash the strike fund. Yeah, so I wanted them to spend this. So now we spend the click. Then we go discard the strike fund. Gain 2. And now we've reached the server. And now we just run archives next turn. Oh, did they really get Spin Doctor here? Yay. Okay. What do I need to do to get into this server? Oh, I deck them now? God, that's so brutal. Yeah, it's if... Yeah, Imp. Yeah, I think it's actually just Imp and then Imp again. We've got lots of winning lines here. This is one that makes it annoying, but not bad. This is like Hive Mind Max, but if it was slightly worse. Oh, this actually fucks up this line. Okay. Oh yeah, Imp, yes, this is enough. Yep, thank you. I forgot how the game works. So they have to pop the Spin Doctor here, right? Now we run server 3. 2 cards go back in. An Ikoa and another face that. So like, we could actually do the math and figure out where the last agendas are. Yeah, I know I can't Ip Flicker. Thank you, I'm aware. But this basically has to be 2 agendas. And if it's not 2 agendas, like, I'm not gonna die next turn. Unless that is the other Ikoa. Okay. Oh wait, no, I have the other Ikoa. Yeah. Yeah. The other Ikoa is the bottom card of R&D, 100% known. Right. I have the second Ikoa in my score area. It's an arcology in the remote. Oh, that's not a you may. Oh no. That's really funny. get got, I guess. That is so funny. I think you missed when you had the double mix server. Was that an Ikoa? That's why arcology is bad. I genuinely am not sure arcology is that good. But that's fine. I can be wrong about many things, I often am. So, yeah, and Arco, I do wish we lived in a world where our M3A is good. Give me, like, CI back in a lower-powered world. I feel like what it needs to say is, like, I wonder if it should just also give a permanent hand size increase. Right? Like, if this was just, when you score this agenda, draw 3 extra cards, your hand size is increased by 3. Like, I don't know. That seems fun. Seems fun and makes the corp want to score. Like, this could just be Superconducting Hub, but a 4-2 with, like, all the numbers 1 better. Yeah, the double Mick would have won the game. Yeah, we can actually go back and watch. Draw 3 cards, your hand size equals to your credit pool. Dude, playing CI is so much fun. I can't show you the last game I played against Ginevra because I just, like, made some baffling choices, but it's just a lot of fun. So the turn in question here... let's just scoot, 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 scoot. Scooty me scoot, scoot, scoot. Scooty McScoot, scoot, 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 scoot. Okay. This turn, I am actually too slow with this run. Sid's line here is... to pop both... Yeah, if he pops both mix here, I lose. So we were talking about the sequencing of my turn. And I think... Is there any... Oh, I guess this, it did absolutely mediocre. I went 3-2 with 2 losses to the Infinite Deva list. And I actually, so technically we rewound 1 turn. Oh yeah, we haven't actually confirmed it was an Ikoa, but there yeah, it was an Ikoa with a double mix. So yeah, probably just had me dead to rights. And there was some play on Corp's turn that I should have played differently, I think, but I don't remember what it was. Why does it lose? The light fire trashes everything because I don't actually have the clicks, right? Okay, so we get to here. I have to let 1 subroutine fire because I only get a single counter on the Audreys, on the reinstalled Audrey. And so they spend 1 click, I go to 0 clicks, then they fire this mick, and I have to end the run. So I just lose. And my opponent just straight up wins the game here on turn 8. Which, like, genuinely, this was the problem that Hive Mind Max had, and this deck seems much slower than Hive Mind Max to me. And that's fine. It's a super cool deck. I'm going to be playing a lot of it. But I think it's going to hit a lot of the same issues. Strike Fund definitely helps. But an Audrey is a very cool breaker for the engine, like a really fun breaker for the engine. But I think it's going to be tricky for this deck to consistently get there. Now, if we rewind the clock a bit and go, well, Jeff, maybe you're just a bad player at playing a deck that's complex on your first shot, and you'd be correct. So it's like, okay, I made a run here on R&D. Should this run have... probably should have been the server first, seen that this isn't Tranquility Home Grid, and gone, okay, time to draw a card, right? So that's one extra card drawn. This Mick is brutal. People should be playing more Mick and HB. It is like one of the... It's both good as a... It's like a good taxing, face check, gear check ice. It's sick. Yeah, like this Mick costing me an entire turn effectively is tough. Especially when they get to basically bounce any tempo that they would have lost there. Okay, so I'm making one run a turn, which is effectively equivalent to drawing. So first turn, I made a run I shouldn't have. Maybe this DJ is too early, and I should be drawing instead, because I don't actually have great targets here. I wonder if I'm supposed to... No, I can't tank the drafter because of my virus. There's a world where I could pop the fermenter, though it's not the correct world because my opponent should purge at the start of my turn rather than the end of their turn. But JNet is JNet. Yeah, I can't let either draft or subroutine fire there, which is unfortunate. This second run is a little bit suspect, I think. If you have a botchless immediately for the Mick, it's disaster for the corpse, so it's a double-edged sword. I don't know. I think 6 credits, lose a click, and also have a border control is pretty reasonable against a lot of botchluses. But, I don't know. There was a... Actually, no. One of the questionable installs was using my Simul chip. There was some point where I had an Audrey in hand and an Audrey on the board, and I used a Simul chip for an Audrey rather than for a botchulus. That's maybe actually the mistake, right? When does that happen? Not here. That run is also very suspect. What am I doing? What was I thinking here? Did I want to raid HQ and like botchless was somehow the best way to do it? Yeah, that's just a weird turn for me. I don't know that I can justify anything about that turn. I guess it's just that I really want to get that DJ value. But that's a weird expensive turn. Okay, so what is my action set supposed to be here? I want to like reset the Audrey, I guess, is sort of my thinking. I want to, because I have an Audrey in hand, so I can install an Audrey to get an Audrey counter, I guess is my thinking. And then still have the Simul chip tricks available. But then I go and pop the fermenter, so like there's no reason to have not done this all on my turn. I gain nothing out of using the Simul chip. That I gained 1 virus counter on the botchulus, which isn't super relevant. Yeah, I guess something just to think back about, like, I know people say, oh, PD is one of its best matchups, and people would say, like, oh yeah, PD and Hive Mind Max is like a good matchup, and then PD players got better again about putting their ice correctly and playing viruses. And that's sort of what I suspect is going to happen again. I could definitely be wrong, but that's just sort of my hunch from the experience with Hivemind Max last time. But it's a super, super cool deck. I think learning, like, things that surprise me already, just looking at it, it's probably just the really light econ start feels pretty tough, and Revolver I'm fine with. I actually like Revolver quite a bit right now. I'm playing it in some weird places. Oh yeah, it should be. I did not even realize it was 48. Yeah, you make a bunch of... Okay, yeah, 48 is an abomination for the style of list. Like, you don't run one laundry in a 48 deck. Yeah, I mean, hey, if people want to make worse versions of a deck and go to 55, that's fine, right? So if you were to pare this down, well, you start pairing. Yeah, I mean, Augustus, you're welcome. Like, I get why that's the appeal. I also suspect you just get hosed when your opponents start understanding how to play against it. But you know, prove me wrong, right? That's always what people are doing. So, I would honestly, though, what if Hivemind Max is still legal? Nothing good. Right? You don't have Hivemind, you don't have Progenitor, you don't have Max, you don't have the Bin Breakers, though you didn't use them that much. You mostly use Tranquilizer Botuluses. Like, the thing you have is Knobkery Imp. The new tough stuff is Audrey, Steel Skin, Strike Fun, The Price. Moshing was there before. Labor Rights was there before. You played 3 of it in Old Hivemind Max because you actually just got to your deck consistently by 0.8. Paladin Poemo seems... Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, you can't actually use them to install Lego. I also played, like, good econ, like Gamble and Cast. Yeah. The initial versions did not play Shirt Gamble, and then all of the better versions did. Because, like, if you go back and look at... Or, I'm not going to pull up that replay again, but, like, it's not that hard for Corpse to put a lot of pressure on by turn 8. So, I don't know. It's a very cool deck. I'm not yet, like, and the late game is unbeatable, right? That is I can imp every single card on the board is really good. Like, that is the best, probably the best endgame. Like, that endgame power is very, very, very high. So I can see a lot of the appeal, and, like, that's worth a lot. And I can see ways where when you draw good, that Corpse can't slow you down. But I think the deck's placement has more to do with QTM being really good than the deck being particularly better than the meta. And also, Corpse playing against it weirdly. Like, if my opponent rezzed any number of magnets on that remote, I was also going to be in a tough spot for most of that game. I have a casual event tomorrow. Do you have a runner recommendation? I gotta see if someone's published this Zaya list, because it's so... Well, okay. My first recommendation would be to play this. 46 cards, because I'll bash on Anarch for building an engine deck, and then build a 46-card engine deck myself. Next up, I would play Sable Carnage. I think Sable Carnage is just the most fun. If you don't want to play Sable Carnage, I would say take Sable Carnage and then play... just port it over into Zaya. It's slightly worse, so it fulfills the casual. but it feels so sick to deep dig, like, spend 3 Waken plants, 2 twinnings on an R&D dig, and make 6 credits back. It's like one of the sickest feelings in Netrunner, and it makes me really want a whatchamacallit, an Obelisk reprint. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the list you should run. Let me move my face out of the way. This list is sick. It is so... I'm not playing this hardcore. I'm playing a single Amakua. But this list is fucking gas. You can probably swap the Paladin for a Mystic, maybe? And... find an influence on something else. I don't know even what you spend 1 influence on. Maybe you upgrade your Shibboleth to nothing. You could maybe upgrade your Shibboleth to a Buzzsaw, because no one's playing 4 strength Code Gates on Centrals. Yeah, Shibboleth to Buzzsaw is maybe the one change you could make. But yeah, I mean, this list is... Or you could go for a single Echelon. I'm worried about BTL at Casuals. Okay, hold on. I mean, I actually think this list is going to be fine against BTL. Because you just make a run... You, like, having the... So, the difference between... Like, having the twinning is just quite good. Actually, if you're really worried about BTL... Do the Paladin Mystic swap and throw a 1 of Hushin. And that will solve a lot of your problems. You've got the MU for it. And you just put them back to sleep. But instead of doing it the Crim way, you do it the Anarch way. 1 of each breaker can't be fine to BTL. You get Trojaned. That's what you got Boomerangs for. Yeah, if you're expecting a lot of BTL, maybe don't play this. But, yeah. I'll leave it up to smart people there. Okay. Mulch, Facet Ob. Let's play this. We'll give this a shot. Okay, so we're just doing Lost of Fast Advance, but with assets. So I suspect this is going to be very good unless one of you stream snipes me. And actually, apologies, this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I'm actually having a lot of fun, but I've been so tired the last couple of nights, so probably going to call it a bit early. But people should feel free to bug me tomorrow because I need to actually get the stats video down. Maybe I'll do a collaborate because I know a couple of people have already looked at the world. A couple of people who have all the world's deck lists have been looking at those, and I have them as well. So I'd love to. I'd love to actually do some dives into that and break things down a little bit. This hand seems okay enough against Essa. Do I think they install a program turn 1? I think not. Do I want them to draw 2 cards here? Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be. Above the Lost Knight doesn't hurt me that much. What 2 costers do I have? Just a Regolith. Arcana. I wish I could take my mandatory draw after here. This is 47 cards. Don't mind losing an urban. Trash this Vitagor. You know you want to. Wow, okay. We're gonna go draw. Draw. Overwrite the SDS. It's a big tell that's Spin Doctor, I think. But I need to do something here. Yeah, we're in a bit of a hairy spot here. Do I have 3 cards I can install? I do now. Hey, Patrick. No, you can sabotage 2 off the top here. I could actually grab the Regalith, maybe. Oh, I thought there was a Regalith. Oh well. Let's go... Draw. Draw. Install a new remote. I'm going to ditch the SDS and the Dovka here. I would have kept the ads and mulliganed away the the SDS and mulliganed away the 2/3/2s. Oh, interesting. It's probably right actually with a double seamless hand. Let's see. So we gotta order things the right way. So wall to wall is gonna gain me a credit. Have you been playing this version that's like really asset heavy? Ben? Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying out some funky lines here. This is definitely one of the draws of all time. I've been trying out the mental boost build, 17th place. I'll take a quick look at that later. There's the fast set ob at 15th. Oh, this is not the right thing. Oh yeah, 40 people for an AMT. That was wild. We definitely should have done a top 4 for that, but... Did they really snipe the 1-3-2? Oh no, I put down 2-3-2s. Okay. Well, running hot does kind of wreck me here. That's too good. That's too good. No one cost thingies, so we're gonna go like this. Let's search for a one coster. Yeah, Urban Renewal seems fine. New remote. New remote. New remote. Draw. Oh yeah, the sprint to shuffle back the half run is quite clever. I've been looking at my list that was running 2 seamlesses. Like, I'll have to go pull up my list in a second, because I was like, man, I need to find a good way to spend 1 influence. And sprint actually does seem like it probably has a place. Oh my goodness, what is this deck? Just only agendas? Yeah, everyone is like, oh, Thimblerig's a great use, and I have just never been that impressed with it. Like, I know that's a me problem, not a actual problem, but... Yeah, I think, like, moving the border control is definitely, like, it's situationally, I think, pretty good. I'm just... When I think about, like, with a sprint, do that, like, when you're like, oh, you put a sprint in to shuffle back pieces you don't want in your hand, I'm like, yeah, that's something that deck does want. Whereas, like, getting my ice in a slightly more optimal position, I don't, like, makes a edge case difference, but feels tricky. Alright, we'll Resin Urban, we'll Resin Maryland. We'll take our mandatory draw. I could trash this, just go get a border control for HQ, I think. Then we get to go seamless, seamless, advance, score, pop. And, I mean, we have all of the points in our deck in hand, basically. Yeah, Ben, I'm also playing Malapert. Let me see this. I'll remind me as soon as this match finishes, and I'll show you the list I've been thinking about and where I feel like for me, the three, and I think you're on a different list because you're actually leaning on the Manic Arm, I suspect, based on the last time we played. Do I have an Ice Wall on the deck? Oh, I did that in the wrong order, but... Okay, great, that is... Well, actually, this doesn't really help, but that's fine. Oh, it does help. Sick nasty. don't have Tucana, do I? Assuming I don't. Yeah, it's just Maphyrus. And I've already used my tutor, so it's fine. Oh, I've already used my tutor. Interesting thoughts. Interesting thoughts. Do I have a 2-cost code gate in the list? No 2-cost ice in the list. That's weird to me. It's fine. We're just going to give up 6 points. Oh, you've been trying without the Skunkworks. Okay, cool. Yeah, so to me, that's where the 3 influence comes from. You play 2 Seamlesses, a half run, and a sprint. To me, is kind of where I want to be. Kind of want a Rikoko on the board. It's probably worth my wage workers. I don't need this ice anymore. Yeah, I think I've messed up my tutors twice on 2 consecutive turns now. One Afshar too. Oh my goodness. That's a weird window that not a lot of people are aware of. I did not know about it until midway through the season here. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, I didn't need to trash anything there. Lol. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. That's why we're playing late at night. All my cards belong in the bin. Okay, so next turn it's Slash and Burn, score the Ozef, get with a Spin Doctor. There's no way to... Wait. No, there's no line where I can score 4 points in a turn here. Joyride is sick there, though. I like it quite a bit. I think they win here. Actually, no, with no SDS steal possible, I think I'm probably okay. Yeah, 6 points in hand. 5 points, 11. 17. Yeah, they actually couldn't win. That's really funny. They actually can't win without stealing these points in our hand. 6, 12, 17, and 1 SDS. Okay. This is a little bit rude, but hey, we gotta... Gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, I don't have a spin doctor. Lol. Oh, wait, what? They had one card in hand? I thought they had two. Wait, they did have two. What? Oh, I won! I just won! Oh my goodness. Counting to 7 is hard. Oh, goodness me. I thought this was a 2-pointer. I'm so not used to scoring 3-pointers in Weyland. I was like panicking, like, okay, how do I get 2 scores? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. I'm the biggest idiot around. Oh my. That's funny. That is too funny. Yeah, definitely time for me to go to bed. Yeah, so Blum, this is what I've been running. I was thinking that was 2 plus 2 plus 2, not 2 plus 3, or 3 plus 2 plus 2. The thing I've been thinking about is if I can cut the Manigarm, put the half run in, and then like put a sprint in. I have been liking Magnet quite a bit. I have not been unhappy to see Magnet most of the time. Especially if more people are going to be playing Botulus again, which I think they should be. I don't mind the Magnet. And being 3 strength is annoying for Amakua. So that's kind of my 2 arguments. Like, the next comparators for me are Afshar, which I just don't think actually does that much. Because every decoder just says, oh, break for 3, which is fine. It was much better when it was break for 5, right? And Magnet usually says break for 2 everywhere, and Afshar just says break for 3 in one place. And it's like, your next argument is like, okay, Enigma, 3 spin, 2 Mavirus, 2 seamless, 1 skunk, 1 half run, 1 sprint. I mean, that's a very reasonable spread, and Enigma probably does do the job just fine. I think if I expect to see any Botulus, I'd rather have Magnets and Tuma Virus also feels a bit questionable to me because of how important Tucana is for the deck. Like, the deck feels like it lives and dies by Tucana quite a bit. The envelopments are the ones I feel the weirdest about. Everything else I feel pretty solid on. You could maybe swap the Tithe for an Ice Wall. It's probably a pretty reasonable call. Like, this deck is much less on fast advancing than previous versions have it, with only 4 3/2s. Which is probably a weakness for it, compared to the other versions. And this needs to be on 1 half run. That was my conclusion from this weekend. I think Azef is pretty mediocre. At least the way I've been playing it. Like, I don't like it that much compared to Atlas and Above the Law. Like, yes, you can do cool tricks, but I'm happier. I don't know. It doesn't. I've had too many games where I draw the Azef first. I will never get an Alice counter with Malapert in the deck. I often get both. Wonder about Hostile instead of an SDS in a seamless list. The thing I found is that Hostile is it bundles a lot of effects that you want to get together. because scoring, like, it's not hard to score a hostile on a Tucana and make 7 credits, end resin, install an ice for 3. And you don't, it doesn't slow you down relative to scoring the SDS in practice very much. And losing on 3 steals, I actually feel is much worse than, like, to me, you're more likely to lose on 3 steals. To me, if you're playing, and, like, I just don't want to lose the 3 steals. Because it's so hard to prevent the runner from stealing 2. And, like, if they can squeak 1 out of your remote, which does happen sometimes, like, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be like, I'm mostly shit talking from the back here, right? I haven't been playing that much. 3 scores instead of 4 is pretty big against your bad matchups, Lat and Essa. I agree. Like, against Lat and Essa, you definitely need, like, 3 scores is a much bigger deal. The Essa matchup, I always feel is very... yeah, GFI is a different deck, right? GFI is 100% worth... Like, GFI, I will cut any number of cards to fit a GFI in here. I mean, actually, what it probably is the 2 off-worlds and the 2 hostiles to get the... Right? That's the right number of points for the 2 GFIs, right? And that makes this deck way better. Way, way better. But... Can you make an eternal scoring op? Is GFI enough to make that good? I'll have to think about that. Yeah, I don't know. This is... I'm not super happy with, like... I don't know. This is, like... I've been playing this list forever, so I'm just super comfortable in this list, and I could believe that there's other more optimals. I'd love to upgrade some of this ice, but it's pretty tricky. But Anarcho, I feel like I missed the first half of your comments somewhere, but this I should play a bit. I've played this one. I've played a little bit. Scoring Eternal Ob. Okay, I'm not sure who was the one who tried it, but. Oh, I've seen some people doing, like, really weird stuff, like trying to do Rikoko Dedi scoring. Rikoko Dedi is probably a big part of your scoring package, but I kind of meant just, like, this style of op, where it's, like, toolboxy scoring, and you just kind of, like, you have some fast fans to help close out. But... yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. It was a lot of fun, and I don't think I have anything next week. So, actually, wait, hold on. Why do I feel like that's not true? Why do I feel like that's not true? No, I'm fine for next week. Whew, that would have been a bummer. Yeah, Augustus, actually, that's one of the things I've been trying to think about. Actually, my solution to that has been, can I find a way to get 1 Biotic in the deck? So that you can just be resilient to them trashing all of your Jeeves and all of your assets. Because if you can just get 2 ice rezzed, or 3 ice rezzed, you win the game, still. But that's, I think that's gonna... I've been going on trying to get off the stream for a bit, so thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week, and maybe around on JNet or ping in for some thoughts on world stuff. So thanks everyone.